Hey y'all, welcome back to a new video. Today I have a ton of stuff to share with you, some gardening, I have some cleaning, rearranging, and also some home updates. So lots packed into this video. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Let's dive right in. We're actually going to start off with some deep cleaning in my room. I'm kind of embarrassed to be showing you this, but also at the same time, this is life, okay? And it's really not that bad. It's just like a blanket and clothes and just needs to be cleaned up. So I'm actually going to strip the bed. We're going to wash the bedding today, get this whole room cleaned up real nice, dusted, get the blinds open, get the windows cleaned, you know, like a little spring refresh on the bedroom. Let's do it. One of the biggest struggles with this room is the layout, how long and narrow it is, plus having the closet door, the bathroom door, and the bedroom door all like in close proximity to each other. So I move this room around a lot, just randomly. I'm like kind of limited on what I can do, so I tend to move the dresser a lot. I did end up putting my husband's dresser back over here to where when you open the door, it's kind of hidden, which then frees up a lot of space in between the door of the closet in the bathroom, which I do plan on adding a floor length mirror. It should be here tomorrow, which I'm really excited about that. It'll make the room just feel bigger. It's just, you know, it's one of those things. I just try to make it work as best as I can. I will say the room has come together really nicely though, with the bed, the new dresser. I decided to keep the nightstands because there's nothing wrong with them. At the point where I was like trying to update everything, it was like getting a little pricey, you know? So I decided to just kind of live with a mixture of black and the wood furniture. And I actually like how it looks. And by the way, that shoe cabinet that I moved down, that holds all my shoes and my bathing suits actually. So the top little pull-out drawer is my bathing suits that I wear on a regular basis in the summer. And then my shoes, like sandals and tennis shoes, are in the bottom two drawers. So I like to have that right there. It's not in the greatest area, but I'm like kind of limited, so I just make it work. But anyway, I got that rearranged and then I'm vacuuming. At that point, I stopped filming in here. I did, in fact, get the bedding done. We added that later that night. Actually, my husband made the bed. And then anyway, I'm moving into the kitchen here. I'm going to get this cleaned up. And I always take all my old bottles of water and I pour them around all my houseplants every day. If there is a bottle of water left over, even like, I don't know, a little bit, I will pour it into one of the plants, whichever one's closer. And I think that's why my houseplants are doing so well, is because they only get purified water. Or maybe it has nothing to do with the purified part. Maybe it's just because they're getting watered daily. But I just hate wasting bottles of water. And some of you may be wondering, you know, after we got the water filter system, why we drink bottled water still. And it comes down to the simple fact that I love you. I'm editing voiceovers. It's okay. I'll watch you in just a second. Okay, that's fine. I'll come out there with you. Sorry. But I prefer bottled water. And I know that might sound bougie of me, but I like it. I don't know what to tell you. I just do. So I still drink bottled water, even though we have the reverse osmosis thing, which, by the way, the reverse osmosis underneath the kitchen sink is great. However, it removes so much out of the water, like it's literally at a zero for any minerals or anything, and that can actually be bad for you. Like, you have to remember to add salt or electrolytes back into your water, or it can actually cause health issues. So just keep that in mind. And I'm not no doctor, by the way, do your own research on that, but I had no idea that was the thing. I always just assumed the purer the water, the better, but that is actually not the case. So anyway, I got the kitchen cleaned up. Thankfully, it wasn't too bad. And then I went and got my sheets and blankets out, and I am going to hang them up over the pool deck. That's one of the nice things about having this, is I can use it as a clothesline, and it works like a charm. A huge thank you to Hungry Root for sponsoring today's video. Hungry Root is always welcome in my house. And I just have to say, this has simplified my life so much. I have been ordering Hungry Root for over a year now. I've shared them with you so many times. And I swear, if you are on a fitness journey, a health journey, and you're looking for a way to eat healthier at home, Hungry Root has you covered. There is definitely a variety of recipes, so it doesn't feel repetitive, and a lot of the meals come together in just 15 minutes or less, which is honestly perfect, especially for me. I'm a very busy person, and sometimes I don't want to stop to cook a meal, so I love that these are really quick and easy. So now there's no excuses for eating out. I can stick to my health goals and have something delicious to eat. And this was like perfect timing. I am going to meal prep a little beef, asparagus, and potato bowl today because tomorrow I'm going on a field trip. I volunteered to the school, so that's going to be really fun, and I need something to take with me. So I'm going to whip this up really quick. It literally took 10 minutes, if that. It was so quick and easy and so delicious. I'm telling you, you are going to love Hungry Root as much as I do. And for a limited time, you can get 40% off your first box. Plus, get a free item in every box for life. Click the link below or go to hungryroot.com and use code CARRY. That's 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life at hungryroot.com with code CARRY. I will have all the info down below in the description box, so definitely use that link and make sure to use that code CARRY if you want to try it out for yourself. And let me just tell you, this meal was so good. I'm probably going to have this for dinner tonight and then also have it for lunch tomorrow. I was going to wait and save it for like 2 lunches, but it is just too good. And then we're going to switch gears and we're actually going to work on the garden, which I'm so excited about. We did run by Lowe's together as a family and we all picked out some plants. We kind of picked out different things, but kept in mind we were only buying what we actually will eat right away because the one garden we had, we overdid it. So I got tomatoes, Dylan got bell peppers, we did get squash, zucchini, and green beans, and we know we're going to eat those things. Not only is it going to be easier to manage our garden, but it'll be a lot more affordable too, because even though, like, I think the whole thing about having a garden is supposed to help you with groceries, but at the end of the day, it's really not. It's really expensive having a garden, in my opinion. I think it's one of the things where if you're trying to grow your own food, you're doing it for more a health purpose, not necessarily to save money, unless you already have an established garden and you've kept that garden established for a long time. I have just always found that gardens are crazy expensive. Like, it cost us an arm and a leg to fill this thing with soil. And we did use boxes. I made sure to use boxes that had no ink on them. I took all the plastic off. And then we bought basic soil and then mixed it with some of the better soil so to try to save money. But it took up a lot of money to buy soil. And then the plants too. Like, if you plant directly from seeds, it's kind of cheap. But I guess it depends on the seeds you buy, because those are $3.99 a piece or 3 for $10. But it's still a lot. Like, I don't know. I just felt like we go into the garden thinking, oh, this would be affordable, and then it ends up costing more than an order of groceries. But anyway, it's fine. We're excited. So I did end up getting a bunch of like marigolds and stuff. I heard that they're good at like deterring some of the bugs and things. We'll see. But I like the color too, and they're so cheap. They were like 5 for $5, so I was like snagging them. I was so excited. I got a whole bunch of them. And yes, baby. Okay, I'm coming. Well, I'm going to take this as my sign that Mama needs a quick little break. I'll come back in a little bit when I have a little bit more time to myself. Spring break just started. You'll actually see me talk about that towards the end of the video. So the kids are home and they're excited. So I'm going to go spend some time with them, and I'll pick up this voiceover in a little bit. We got the garden all done, and now I'm going to go ahead and start working on planting some grass seed. We do this every year about this time, and that way the grass is just nice, thick, and full. But to be honest with you, even without doing this, usually once rainy season hits, our yard is so green. Like, there's so much grass we can't even keep up with mowing. But there was a patch back here where the old shed used to be, so just to kind of help it out, I did add some grass seed. I am going to be tackling some cleaning around the house, taking it pretty easy. My son actually had dental work, so he's right here. He had like a mild sedation, so he's not able to like walk by himself, and I can't keep my eyes off of him because for some reason he thinks he can, and I'm worried he's gonna fall. The last time he had dental work done, I put him in the bed, y'all, this is crazy. I put him in the bed and I was like, I'm gonna go get your drink or he had a chocolate shake from McDonald's, so I was like, I'm gonna go get your chocolate shake, I'll be right back. Next thing you know, I hear a donk. He done fell out of the bed and hit his head on the side of the dresser. I thought, like, oh my gosh, can you imagine? Like, you just get dental work and now I have to rush him to the hospital for a head injury. I was terrified, and I couldn't tell if it hurt that bad because he was kind of out of it, loopy. He's doing a lot better this time. We ate pretty good. Also got McDonald's. Well, he got McDonald's. I had some leftover salmon and broccoli. But he had 2 double cheeseburgers, a medium fry, and a sweet tea. And he ate every bit of it. And every time I tried to steal a fry, he would try to grab it from me. So, guys, I have a little haul to share with you really quick. I ended up picking some stuff off, I ordered some stuff off of Amazon, and it all came in this morning. Some things are from the thrift store. I'll tell you what's what, but I'm really excited about the stuff that I got. I feel like I got quite a bit. I have been trying not to buy on Amazon, so what I'll do is like I'll add a bunch of stuff to my cart. I do not order it. I let it sit in my cart, wait a couple days, and then I go back, and some things are no longer on sale, so I ain't buying it. Or, you know, at that point, sometimes I don't really want it anymore because I've had time to think about it. So that's a little hack if you're trying to save money. But the stuff that was left in my cart, I did end up purchasing, and I'm excited. So let me tell you what I got. First off is this paperclip necklace. I always get compliments on this necklace in particular. This is the, this is the brand. I don't know how you say this, but it is the 14 karat gold plated paperclip necklace, and this one I love the clasp of it. Let me show you actually, because it doesn't get tangled with my hair. Where is it at? Right here. So it doesn't have like the extra chain, you know, hanging. So I really like that. And if I don't know, if I'm gonna go to take a picture and I want it to look a little shorter, I'll just like pull it up like this. Or you can pull it down and it'll be a little longer. It layers really well. I love this necklace. I wear it all the time. And my old one lasted me years. So this brand is great. I also got a new self-tanner mitt set. My old self-tanner mitt I used to stain the pool deck because I didn't have anything else and it worked great. But I ended up ordering this one for self-tanner so I can get a good pretty tan. I typically will do a self-tan for the first couple months of spring, and then once I get a good tan from the sun, I'm good to go. But I definitely need to put this on my legs. And the tanner I use is called B Tan, and I use the darkest tan possible. I also got my nails. I actually got these a couple days ago. They are stunning. I love this color. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. These are called the Glamnetic nails. These are really, really great quality. I will say I didn't do the greatest job applying these just because I was in a hurry this morning, but even being quick and throwing them on, they are pretty. They're super duper strong. Like, I'm not worried about them breaking anytime soon, so very happy with these. And I get 2 sets in each box. I will tell you though, I do not use the glue that comes in this kit. I use the Kiss Pink nail glue. Then I got this shirt and these shorts. It's actually a matching set. It was on clearance for $12.99, so I snagged it. I love quick, easy, grab and go, comfortable for around the house, cleaning, you know, running errands or whatever. And this particular top, I bought it in one of the other colors. I want to say it's like the midnight blue. It is so comfortable, so flattering. As a matter of fact, the same shirt, the girl at the feed store was wearing the same one, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like pretty popular because she even had it on. But anyway, I got this top and these shorts. little matching set. I wanted to order it in the blue that was like the same color as my nails, but it was like $19.99. I'm like, absolutely not. So I'll wait for it to go on sale. I'm sure it will. From the thrift store, we're going to switch gears here. I got these jeans. They're brand new, have tags on them. I paid $6.99 for these, and what's cool about them is there's not zippers, and these are not real buttons. They're fake. They're actually like jegging material. So if I don't like them, my daughter definitely will. And so here's the thing. If I try them on and they fit well all the way around, I'm probably going to cut these into shorts because I do not have shorts that fit me right. I have a long butt, but a short torso. It's weird. Like this part is kind of like long. It's weird. And I feel like when I put denim shorts on, my booty cheeks hang out no matter what. Like unless I'm wearing the long ones, and I do not like that look. I know that's like a new style. Girl, you ain't catching me wearing those. I look like a boy. I'm not kidding. So I like cutoffs, but I don't want my butt cheeks hanging out. So I'm gonna cut my own and distress them so that way I know that they're long enough. So even when I bend down, nobody's getting a sneak peek. Also, I got a new hat washing bag. So this is what it looks like. You put your hat on top of this, and then you slide it into here and throw it in the wash machine. And I needed this so bad because my hats are disgusting. And then everybody got new socks. So all the socks that we currently have are going in the garbage. They have holes, they're stained. I can't find matches. I'm over it. You know what the breaking point was for me? Yesterday, I was out working out, and Dylan came to the door, and I noticed that he was wearing a black and a white sock. And like, it's one thing if I wear it's one thing if I wear mix match socks, but when my husband is putting on mix match socks, say that 5 times fast. I was like, no, no. So I got these are just black. Are these the boys? I can't remember. No, women's black. So these are the women's black ankle socks. I also got 2 packs of the white women's ankle socks. These are for my husband. These are more like the crew size. And then I also got him this pack of 12, which is these, which are really, really nice. These are breathable. They do have little heel tabs, so your heel doesn't get rubbed raw on your shoes. I actually love those. My sister-in-law actually gave me some socks that were like that, and I need to try to find some on Amazon that are women's, but just to keep it simple, I ended up getting the same socks as the kids use. That way, you know, we don't have no issues as far as like, oh, whose socks is, you know, are these? We just put the matches together and call it a day. My son's socks are coming. They're just not here yet. So he got those. And then last thing was this laundry bag. I needed something skinny and tall that I could put in my bathroom in between the shower and the cabinet. This is perfect. I love that it has the mesh bag here on the top so I can tighten it if I need to. And I can also collapse it and hide it if I don't need it for a while. There's like these little tabs in here. And it comes with the same poles that you would use for like a tent. You attach like that, and then you just slide them into the little corners. And then there's like a little Velcro tab that goes over that. So if you need to store it away, you can, but this is going to be perfect for in my bathroom. I'm very excited about this. I needed a laundry basket in there that was more sturdy, but also, like, I didn't want anything hard plastic because it's so hard to find something the right size. Definitely did not want wicker because it's the bathroom and the clothes do sometimes get wet right there. I like this because I can wash it, but also, the old mesh bag that I had was like made out of this type of material. It's like the pop-up bags. Those are cool, but they always rip and break and they don't last very long. So I'm hoping with the way this feels, it seems like the quality is pretty good. It'll last a while. I'll definitely keep you updated, but excited to have a new hamper. Oh, and then from the thrift store, I also found these fly fans. I paid $4.99 for these. They are have you ever like been to the beach and you go to like a restaurant where they have like a sitting area outside? In the summer, the flies are terrible. They'll have these on the tables to keep the flies away from your food. And they work so well. So I got 2 of them for out back whenever we have parties or have snacks or whatever. We can have those going so we don't have to worry about flies getting in our food or our drinks. So that's going to be really nice. But anyway, that's all the stuff that I got. And we also got our new pool in finally. That's a whole story. I'll tell you about it really quick. If you have time, if not, skip ahead. But I'm feeling like Chatty Cathy today, so bear with me. But if you want to hear what happened, keep watching. I'm pretty sure I just kind of skipped over it, not on purpose, but it was crazy. Like, everything happened so quick, and I don't think I was really like vlogging at the time, so it wasn't one of those things where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go grab the camera and film this. I did sit there and like record a couple clips of them cleaning the pool, but y'all will not believe this. So they were cleaning the pool out. We got a submersible pump from Amazon, got it overnight shipped. We were so excited to get the pool like filled up and start swimming. This, you know, spring break is coming up, and we were so excited. So we get the pump, in the pool, get all the old water out. Dylan gets in there with the broom. Now at this point, it's just Dylan in the pool, cleaning it out with the broom, and we're getting all the old water out. Well, over time, the kids come out after the water's pretty clear, and now they're playing in the pool while Dylan's cleaning it and helping him like scoop the water to the one side so the pump can get all the soapy water out. And they're sliding, playing, splashing, all the whole nine. Everything's fine. Pool looks great. I have a video proof of how pretty it was. And then they started crying. Well, my daughter got in the pool and she's like, oh my gosh, my legs are burning. And I was like, baby, it's probably just from you sliding around on the pool, like without water being in there, because they were like treating it like a slip and slide. Well, then my son starts complaining. They come in, get showers. It was time for bedtime, and I was working out, and I usually take about an hour and I go work out while they're kind of doing their showers, brushing their teeth and stuff like that. So I come in, I go to hang out with them in their beds for a minute, and my son's crying because his legs are hurting. My daughter, literally, you can't even touch her leg. The blanket couldn't touch her without her crying and saying that it was like burning or poking her. And she said, it feels like there's glass all in my legs. So I'm like, I don't know what it could be. Like overall looking at her legs, like they were a little red and blotchy, but nothing crazy. I go turn on my flashlight and shine it on her legs, and they were full of fiberglass, you guys. Her legs and my son's leg, all the way up to the top of their thighs, like was filled with fiberglass. And so I had them go get back in the shower, cold shower, letting the water run over their legs, cold water, for 10 minutes. And then they came out of the shower, and I had to take this tape. I'm not even shitting you guys. I'm not joking. I literally did this, taped around their leg. That's why there's no tape left. I just bought this roll, taped around their leg, and then I'd pull very gently so I didn't hurt them as I was pulling the tape off. It took me about an hour to get all the fiberglass out of their legs, but the tape trick worked. I didn't have a lint roller at the time. I would have used the lint roller because that also works, but this is all I had. So I literally started at the top, and I just taped around their whole leg really slowly, working my way down, and then I did up this way. And then I took a little piece and I was just like dabbing. It was awful. So never again will we buy a cheap Intex pool. Well, actually that was the Funsicle pool that we bought. And after looking it up, I didn't even know that was a thing, but they do. The liners are fiberglass. My brother's pool is the same way this year. Like, I don't understand. Like, you can see it literally shining because of all the fiberglass. I guess just the chlorine breaks down the liner, and that's what causes it to start kind of fraying over the year. And we only had that pool for 1 year, so I was obviously really irritated. I mean, that pool was not cheap, and that's why we ended up upgrading, and if we're gonna get a pool, we're gonna go ahead and get one that's like more so permanent. So we ended up getting the metal above ground that has like the thicker liner that lasts so much longer, and it does not have fiberglass apparently. So yeah, but it got delivered yesterday. So today and yesterday, Dylan started tilling up where the old pool was. It's all cleared out now, and he's got to dig down 5 inches all the way. Like, it's got to be buried a little bit because it is 48 inches. Our old pool was 42, so it's got to be buried a little bit in order to be the same height as the pool deck. So that is just lovely. So that is the story on the whole pool situation, why we end up getting a new pool. So we'll be putting that together this weekend. I will obviously be sharing the setup. Fingers crossed, praying that it goes smoothly. It said that you need 2 people to install it, but the reviews were like more like 4 to 5, and we don't really have anyone to help us. My younger brother might come over and help. My oldest brother, my sister-in-law, and all the kids are going out of town. My dad is supposed to come, so hopefully he does come so he can help us. It's gonna be a chore, but we'll get it done. We always figure it out, and I'm so excited. And what I love about this pool is, like, obviously the top is a lot nicer because it's like all metal and pretty, but the liner is blue. It's like blue, so it's going to shine, and like the water's gonna look different than it did last year. That was like one of my biggest pet peeves with our old pool. The liner was like, the water to me in person almost always had this green tint to it because of the color of the liner. Like, it never looked crystal clear blue. Like, when you have a darker blue liner, that's key. That if you want a pretty like ocean blue pool, like aqua blue, then you gotta get a dark blue liner. So just so you know, don't get the light blue liners, because I mean, you can, but there is a difference in the color of water if you are being picky about that. I don't know. But the only reason why I'm being picky is because we did obviously spend a lot more money on this one. I want to make sure that I love it and that it's going to last for years to come. So anyway, that's enough of me chatting. I gotta get some cleaning done, so let's do it. I decided to rearrange the porch just to try a different layout, and I will do this probably all spring, summer long. I'm not gonna lie. I love rearranging. It just kind of changes the space up a little bit. So I decided to turn this back into more of a sectional with a table in between, just to make it like a little bit more separation. And I actually love the way that this looks, especially when you come out the back door. We watch the TV out here, but only on specific days. And those days we could totally just turn the couch or, adjust the other chairs however we want. So I'm not too worried about that in particular right this moment, as more as I care about how it looks. So I rearranged the couch. I really like it. I just have to fix the pillows up a little bit. And we're going to be making some adjustments out here. The fan will go up in the corner. There's definitely some work that needs to be done, but it kind of threw us off having to install the new pool. That wasn't part of our plan. We had plans to finish up a lot of the other projects that we had, started, and just kind of finish things off, but it's fine. You just improvise and keep moving.
Please don't take this the wrong way. I'm on your side through the worst days. I just have to say I miss my best friend, seeing her smile. Still, I don't mind telling truths when you need to hear them, and be kind when that's what you prefer. How about when you can't see a way out, help you fight, and let you know that it won't always be this way. You will get there someday, babe. Feel the sun on your face, visit Paris or Broadway, and chill out on Sunday.
Today is day one of spring break. I thought I'd bring you guys along on our weekend, I guess. So the kids actually stayed home today. It was early release day anyway, and I honestly feel like early release days are kind of like babysitting days for the teachers. There's really no point in going. It's not like they learn anything. So I let them stay home, and we're gonna go to Family Fun Center. I'm gonna let them play in like the play area, and I'm gonna get some work done. So I grabbed my computer, got a water, got my notebooks, and I'm gonna get my week scheduled out for spring break because they are home for an entire week, and we have a lot planned. As a matter of fact, this weekend we are putting up the new pool. We actually dug out by hand, you guys, like 5 inches. Yesterday I was working my butt off helping Dylan dig, but yeah, we had to go down about 5 inches to make the new pool fix. It's a little deeper, so we got that done. We just got to level all this ground out. It should be pretty good once we get it all leveled, so we'll be working on that. But in the meantime, oh my gosh, the sun's so bright. We're gonna have some fun, so let's go and have a good day. I have learned my lesson. Always lift the blinds before you leave when you have dogs. Look at him. He's like, yeah, you better lift these curtains. I'm getting up here and I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna wait for y'all to come back. Aw. He's so cute. Oh my god, you'll be alright. It's not okay, guys. It's not okay. I quickly wanted to check the garden and see how it's going. Oh my gosh, look at all of them. Look at my green beans. Oh my gosh. Look at all the green beans, Kate, and they like popped up overnight.
Wow.
Oh, look.
What is that?
Look, that's a zucchini squash.
Zucchini and squash.
Ha, that's so cool.
And over here, look.
Look at those little things. Y'all gotta pick out some seeds. We can plant some stuff that y'all want to plant too.
Yeah.
And we have all these pots we can fill.
Mm-hmm.
How cool. These are so pretty.
I don't feel this one pot.
So, random question. Do y'all let your kids pick out their own clothes? And if so, what age did you start letting them do that? Because my son, he never matches. Love him to death, but he's very independent.
Mine's always matching.
Yeah, you're always matching.
Yeah, my makeup. I tried to do my makeup like yours today. Amaya. Because I did like the brown eyeshadow and then I added light brown
You look
on the
very
corners.
beautiful.
And then I added brown shimmer and then mascara and then lips.
Looks very cute. You look beautiful.
He made all of those holes.
Yes, he's making holes.
So you think it's gonna take a year?
No.
Then why did you say it?
I was just.
Why did you say it? Huh?
I don't know.
It's not true. Don't say it. Little toe fits in this house.
I know. Oh my gosh. It's just like a figure of speech, right? Is that how you would describe that? It's a figure of speech.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. I'm digging your hole back up before someone breaks an ankle.
Don't appreciate that. What's really hot on that? Excuse me.
No digging.
Don't.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do all that. Stop. That's nasty. Stop. You. Stop. I love that he loves the water. And he'll just lay in there like that. You know that water's freezing cold. This is actually perfect. We finished setting up our pool over the weekend, and I'll be sharing that with you guys next. It was definitely a process. I will tell you all about it, so stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.